Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nuraisah and my student ID is 3003471. In this video, I would like to explain some important concepts in systematic functional linguistics or SFL. Systematic functional linguistics is a theory that helps us understand how language works to create meaning. When we speak or write, we do not only focus on grammar but also on how information is arranged, how we interact with others, and how action or situation are described. Because of that, SFL is very useful for analyzing language in real context. In this presentation, I will focus on three main concepts, which are theme and rhyme, the mood system, and the transitivity system. These three concepts are important because they help see how meaning is built in a sentence. I will explain each concept using simple explanation and everyday example so that it is easier to understand. Now, let us begin with the first part, theme and rhyme. In systematic functional linguistics, a clause is not only seen as a grammatically structured, a clause is also seen as a message. Every clause has a way of organizing information, and this organizing is explained through theme and rhyme. Theme is the starting point of the clause. It shows what the speaker chooses to talk about first. Theme helps the listener or reader understand the topic of this message from the beginning. Rhyme is the rest of the clause. It gives new or additional information about theme and develops the message further. For example, let us look at the sentence. The students are studying today. In the sentence, the students is the theme because it comes at the beginning and becomes the topic of the clause. The rest of the sentence, which is are studying today, is the rhyme. This part gives information about what the students are doing. From this example, we can see that theme introduces the topic while rhyme adds new information. In theme and rhyme analysis, there are two main types of theme, which are unmarked theme and marked theme. An unmarked theme happens when the theme is also the subject of the sentence. This type of theme is very common, especially in declarative sentence that we use in daily communication. For example, in the sentence, she loves chocolate. The theme is she. At the same time, she is also the subject of the sentence. Because the theme and the subject are the same, this sentence has an unmarked theme. Unmarked themes are simple and natural, and they are often used in everyday language. Usually, a marked theme shows time, place, or condition, and it is placed at the beginning of the clause to give emphasis. For example, in the sentence, after school she plays basketball. The theme is after school. This theme shows time, not the subject. The subject of the sentence is she, but it's come after the theme because the theme is not the subject. The sentence has a marked theme. Marked themes are often used when the speaker wants to highlight certain information such as time, or place. After understanding theme and rhyme in a single clause, we move to the thematic progression. Thematic progression explains how themes develop from one clause to another in a text. This is important because it shows how ideas are connected and how information flows smoothly. One common pattern on thematic progression is the zigzag pattern, which is also called linear progression. In this pattern, the rhyme of the first sentence becomes the theme of the next sentence. For example, in the sentence, my brother bought a new laptop. The rhyme is a new laptop. In the next sentence, a new laptop is very fast. The phrase, a new laptop, becomes the theme. This pattern helps the text move forward in a logical way. Another pattern is theme reorientation. In this pattern, the same theme is repeated in several clauses. For example, my sister wakes up early, my sister prepares breakfast, my sister goes to school. In the sentence, the theme my sister stays the same. This pattern is very clear and easy to follow, and it is often used in descriptive text. The third pattern is the multiple theme pattern, which is also known as the split rhyme pattern. In this pattern, the rhyme is the first sentence contains more than one piece of information, and each part later becomes a theme in the following sentence. For example, in the sentence, I have to pet a cat and a dog. The rhyme is a cat and a dog. In the next sentence, the cat is very playful, and the dog is very friendly. Both the cat and the dog come from the Rheme of the first sentence and become new themes. They show how one sentence can lead to several ideas. Next, we move to the second part, which is the mood system. The mood system focuses on interaction in a class. It shows how speakers give information, ask questions, or exchange meaning with others. In the mood system, a class is divided into two main parts, which are the mood block and the residue block. The mood consists of the subject and the parent. These two elements show who is responsibility for the message and what tense or modality is used. The residue consists of the predicator, the complement, and the adjunct, but adjunct is optional, which means a clause can still be correct even if there is no adjunct. So, let us look at the sentence. She is watching a movie. In this sentence, she is the subject and is the parent. Together, they form the mood. The word watching function as the predicator and a movie function as the complement. There is no adjunct in this sentence, but the sentence is still complete and grammatically correct. Therefore, the residue is the sentence is watching a movie. From this example, we can see how the mood and residue work together to form meaning in interaction. Now, we move to the last part of this presentation, which is the transitivity system. The transitivity system explains how action, events, and situations are expressed in a clause. In transitivity system, a clause is made up of three main elements, which are process, participant, and circumstance. The process shows what is happening in the clause. In systematic functional linguistics, there are 6 types of process, which are material, mental, relational, behavioral, verbal, and existential. Participants are the people or things involved in the process, and their roles depend on the type of process used. Circumstances are additional elements that give extra information about the situation. Circumstance explain where, when, how, why, or in what way the process happened. It is important to remember that circumstance is not a process type. Let us analyze a sentence using transitivity system. The sentence is, my sister is cooking dinner in the kitchen. In the sentence, the process is cooking, which is a material process because it shows a physical action that can be seen. My sister is the actor because she is the one who does the action. Dinner is the goal because it is the thing affected by the action. In the kitchen is the circumstance of place because it tells us where the action happens. This analysis helps us understand how meaning is built through action and participant in the clause. To conclude this presentation, we can see that theme and Rheme, the mood system, and the transitivity system work together to help us understanding meaning in language. Theme and Rheme help us understand how information flows in a clause. The mood system shows how speakers interact and exchange meaning. The transitivity system explains how action, events, and situations are represented. By using these three systems, we can analyze language more deeply and clearly. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this explanation helps you understand systematic functional linguistics better. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you!